All right, so we are in the Mustang Mach-E GT Performance Edition. So I originally did reviews on just the normal Mustang Mach-E, and I really liked it. And in my opinion of the Mach-E right now, this is my second favorite car next to the Tesla Model Y in terms of mid-size SUVs. So I'd put the Model Y, Mustang Mach-E in general, and then the VW ID4. And really the main reason that I would take the Tesla over this is because the charging network's just better. But this thing is great. Suspension is more refined than Tesla, and this is the performance model. While it is stiff, the dampening's better. Like, I'm on a bumpy road, but it just feels more mature. So they've done a really nice job with that. And overall, the look of the Mach-E is great. It's very aggressive looking. I just really enjoy it. Whereas the Tesla's more sterile. But I really enjoy this thing. So we're gonna take it up to Angeles Crest. I do a little driving up there. The cops have already pulled over several people. I don't plan on speeding. I just want to take it on some turns and enjoy the roads, because I've always wanted to drive on these roads and I've never been able to because they've been closed for fires or whatever reason. But that's where we're driving, that's where we're going, and I hope you enjoy the video. Oh my goodness. You feel the front tires try to grip. Man, see, this is fun. This is what I was excited to drive, the Mach-E GT, because it has a ton of power. It's comparable to the Tesla Model Y performance. So that was really fun. And now, I mean, as soon as they get the range up more on these things, like, this is a blast. I love the interior of the car. It's comfortable. It has GT branded onto the leather here in the center. The shifter is just a knob down in the center console, and this area is all opened up. Ford did a nice job with this. Steering wheel feels great. It's soft. It feels luxurious. A lot of Ford wheels feel cheap and thin. This is really nicely done. And then you have the display that sits right in front of you here, which is very clear and easy to see. A lot of people don't like Tesla or looking over here to see their display. It's right in front of you, and I like that too. So we're heading up Angeles Crest. First time going up this road. Very beautiful already. As soon as you hit it, there's just these big sweeping turns, beautiful homes. I don't know how people afford to live here, but they do. Maybe it's all Bill Gates' children. I mean, it's like a racetrack up here. I will say everything is radar enforced, and there are cops everywhere, and I'm in a press car, so I don't want to, push it too much. But I think what impressed me most about Mach-E GT performance is the suspension. It's just so much more refined than the Tesla is. Like, it just is. It's stiff, but it's not like bumpy and cheap feeling. It feels very refined, and I hope that Tesla heads in this direction. I will say that the acceleration doesn't feel as brutal as Tesla's is. It's not as rigid, but it says it's 3.5 to 60. I'm sure it's really close to that, if not better. So just the unbelievable scenery where we're at, and being able to drive these cars like this is really cool. 2,000 feet elevation. Again, nice thing about electric cars, as you climb in elevation, your performance stays the same, because it doesn't matter if the air's thinner. But there it is, Angeles National Forest, with the eagle in the background. All right, so we just pulled off on Angeles Crest to take a look at the Mach-E GT. This setting is unbelievable. The massive Brembo brakes, beautiful color. It's a tri-coat, so all of the different angles you look at the car, it can almost look as a flat yellow, and then it has like a fluorescent look to it when you look at it from this angle. It's really a beautiful car, and I've loved these wheels. On the website, these wheels look okay. In person, they look amazing. So we'll go ahead and open up various portions of the car. Now, I've gone over this before, but to open the Mustang Mach-E, easiest to just take these 3 fingers and your thumb there. That's the easiest way to open it up. So there's a look at the interior of the car. Again, you have the GT insignia right here. And then the sound system has this nice mesh covering right here, and then all along the front of the dash. Alcantara along here. So it just is really well upholstered. These P0 Pirelli tires are, the front you can see here, we'll show you. Sorry, I'm all over the place. You can see the front is just shredded. That's not for me. I haven't really gone that fast in it. Very sticky tires. Let's see what these are. 20-inch wheels, 245/45 by 20, tread wear rating of 280. So that's a really sticky tire, especially on an SUV like this, and not being able to keep your foot out of it, probably not gonna last very long. The rear of the car, again, plenty of room here, nothing crazy. There's a look at the under compartment. Get your charging cable here, tire inflation kit. So pretty standard. Seats fold down flat, automatic trunk goes right back down. I don't know, overall, I just really like this color. There's also the grabber blue, which is very popular with Ford people. I think I would go for this yellow. Never had a yellow car. I think it'd be fun to own. Let's continue our drive up the hill. I just had to stop here and get some exterior thoughts on the car because it's just so scenic. And then this color, everything here is just beautiful. Let's get back in the car and head up Angeles Crest. All right, so I'm now the passenger. This road, I mean, it lives up to everything you expect it to be. You know, I watch Matt Farah drive all these cars up this road all the time, and you know, all those guys, and this road is crazy. I don't know how the police monitor this. There should honestly be driving days. Porsches everywhere. It's really cool to be here. But the car is solid. Andrew loves it. It's tied down. The suspension is great. It's fun to drive. It's fast.
I like how you can see like the hood.
Yes.
On my 3, you can see like the left part of the hood, which is kind of nice.
I messed up earlier. The color is cyber orange. So, sorry I'm not on my game totally, but when am I? I know, you just want to haul, but we're lucky enough to be able to drive these things. Don't want to...
Oh, this feels so good.
No. Can you imagine the accidents that have happened on these roads? I can't even... Yeah, any motorcycle, just with if there was gravel on a turn or something like that. But the car also is quiet. Like, we were on some rough roads. This road is not... It's smooth, but it's not that smooth. It's impressive how quiet this thing is. Like, the cabin noise is very low. Normal levels. I think it has a panoramic roof too. I think a big thing with Tesla is that the heat in the cabin, the reason that can be such an issue is because it doesn't have something like this where that direct sunlight's hitting your head. The whole thing is glass. So I think that helps the Mustang stay cooler. The sound is better in this thing. It's a quieter car to be riding in. All of that adds up. Also, a quick shout out to INTOTHEAM. They've been a sponsor of the channel for a while. 10% off, code Gjeebs. I just farted. 10% off, code Gjeebs. Links down in the description. This is my favorite t-shirt, no bad days. And of course we're not having a bad day. Look where we're at. But anyways, you're coming out of the grocery store. You have all the groceries. It's hot. The kids are yelling. And you got the best feature in the game. Put your groceries in, put your kids in the back, and everyone's at peace. And then just give it a little, and it's all better. So I really like that they have that. A lot of Fords have that feature, but it's simple, but it actually works really well. So another feature I wanted to show you of the family-friendly Mustang Mach E GT. So the whole time we've been driving, I've had it in unbridled mode, which is the most aggressive mode this car has. And the car is just highly responsive and handles as it should. Yeah, the way it takes turns, just big sweeping turns. Yeah, the acceleration doesn't feel as brutal as a Performance Model Y, but again, I don't know how much I care because it compensates with the ride quality, which is excellent. It's very comfortable. Seats are comfortable, quiet. I keep saying the same things over, but I mean, they're facts. Has the propulsion sound that you can probably hear. And some people may think that's stupid or gimmicky, but you can turn it off. So I'd rather have the option than not have it, because it does add something to driving the car. That Audi that we drove earlier today, the e-tron GT RS, sounds like it's running when you're outside of the car. It almost sounds like it has an exhaust. So not the worst thing. We are up so high in elevation. The brakes are excellent. They bite really hard. And the tires on this thing are also great. Now, are you going to want to pay to replace those tires? Yeah, that's going to be very expensive, but it's a performance car, so you have to have the right tires matched up with it to get the most out of the car. It's really confidence inspiring. So onto the brakes. Yeah. The one downside of the Mustang compared to the Tesla is the transition from letting off the throttle to regenerative braking is not as smooth. There's just like a little gap in between. If they could just close that and make it seamless, it'd be perfect. And I'm sure they will over time, but it's just a difference between the two cars. I just prefer how smooth the Tesla is in that sense. To those of you who say stop comparing it to Tesla, like I kind of have to. I mean, they're so close to one another. All right, we'll do a little turnaround and acceleration here up the hill. Oh my God. God. Jesus, this thing is fast. It's also heavy. You feel the weight when you try to turn in quickly. And then quietly back into our area. God, wouldn't you just love to do donuts in this thing? The road out here is totally tarred. So as we're cruising along here and I was playing around with the infotainment system, you can see here it still points out gas stations. Now it does, so like you click on that and it shows it's a mobile station. But then it does show electric charging areas, but it's like, why are we showing gas stations if the car doesn't use gas at all? It's kind of a stupid thing that should be edited out, but small. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's small. I could just see if you owned this car, you could get confused because the graphic is not like blatant showing you that's an electric charger compared to a gas station. So I just think that's something that you could edit out. But yeah, this car has been great to drive, very fun driving on the roads we were just on, and Ford has done an excellent job. It's just exciting to see how these other manufacturers are all falling into line and making them fun to drive. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. Please like the video if you're still with me. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you next time.